Monkey.
Now, congratulations to Claressa Shields, who defeats Savannah Marshall via unanimous decision. Now, going into this fight, I was looking at the press conferences, the weigh-in, a lot of back and forth between the two fighters, and I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to do a review. And I said, listen, if it's a good fight, I'll do a review. And it was a great fight. Now, Claressa Shields was on another level. She was the more skillful fighter, and I would say the first 4 rounds essentially won her the fight, because in those first 4 rounds, she was dominating Savannah Marshall. I mean, she was blocking shots with her shoulder. She was blocking shots to the body, to the head, and then she was coming back and she was countering Savannah Marshall. That's often something we see a Floyd Mayweather do. Obviously, Claressa Shields is a female. I don't want to compare females and males. They're completely different, female and male boxing, but you can see the skill set. Now, Claressa Shields, what she did well, she also went to the body and then she came upstairs. I like it when fighters do that. Claressa Shields showed a superior ability to box on the inside, and even when Savannah Marshall was walking down Claressa Shields was very comfortable and she was happy to be on the ropes, because she was blocking all the shots and then timing Savannah Marshall, coming in with a left hook. Those hooks were knocking Savannah Marshall off balance. Now, Claressa Shields isn't the biggest puncher. I think she's a decent puncher, but she is a amazing boxer, and she's a very, very good counter puncher. She understands, timing in boxing. That timing is very, very important. Knowing when to throw your shots, and then also she's got fantastic speed. Savannah Marshall wouldn't be used to seeing a very skilled fighter like Claressa Shields. Claressa Shields' skills are on a totally different level. Now, Savannah Marshall, when she was walking Claressa down, Savannah Marshall would do a good few shots. She would land in a few good shots, but then she would clinch. I feel like Claressa Shields' overall body of work in terms of, her punch selection and her shots throughout the fight were consistently good, and that she had periods of where she was just teeing off on Savannah Marshall, whereas Savannah Marshall would throw a 1-2 and then she would clinch, and then she kept doing the same thing over and over and over again. Whereas Claressa Shields is a very versatile fighter. She can time you, she can box on the inside. She was even, beating Savannah Marshall on the back foot. Even though she was on the back foot, she was able to come in very explosive and catch Savannah Marshall. So yeah, Savannah Marshall's shots were affecting Claressa Shields, especially, mid to late rounds. Claressa Shields had a cut. Her eye, I think, was swelling. She said she couldn't see out of her eye because Savannah Marshall's got punching power. But at the end of the day, normally the most skillful fighter will beat the bigger puncher, as long as the skillful fighter has a very good level or a decent level of punch resistance. Because the skillful fighter can make the adjustments that essentially sends the power puncher into sensory overload. It's like, I can't keep up with this person. They're too skilled. They're constantly changing levels. They're timing me. They're, using the shoulder roll. Claressa Shields used a lot of her shoulder to block punches, today. So it was very fantastic. Yeah, very, very impressive. She went to America. Sorry, she went to the UK from America, I should say. And everyone was against her. And she was even crying at the end of the fight, saying that, she just wants respect. Well, she earned my respect tonight with her amazing performance. I feel as if a lot of people wanted Claressa Shields to lose because they feel like she's arrogant and she's obnoxious. And I understand. Maybe it's because she says she's the GOAT and people don't like, I guess, her confidence. So that's probably why a lot of people wanted Claressa Shields to lose. But for me, I'm not really bothered about what she says. As long as she delivers in the ring, that's the most important thing. Credit to both girls, and the promotion of this fight was very good. If the promotion wasn't good, I probably wouldn't have watched the fight. It all comes down to the promotion. I thoroughly enjoyed this fight and the co-main event. I will be making a review of the Alicia Baumgarten fight and Michaela Meyer fight as well, so tune in, guys. But yeah, Savannah Marshall, she was good, but Claressa Shields is just on a totally different level. Her conditioning was fantastic, and just her hand speed in the first few rounds. I mean, it was absolutely incredible. I don't think Savannah Marshall was prepared for that level of intensity. She's clearly worked on her game a lot since the Olympics, Claressa Shields, and she has progressed tremendously. And she was able to avenge the loss all those years ago. What was it, 10 years ago? So credit to her. How many divisions has she come in, won belts in now? Is it 3 or 4 divisions? She gave a lot away in terms of her reach. You see a lot of skillful guys or girls. For instance, someone like Mayweather, very, very skillful. Mayweather didn't usually fight people who had longer reach than him. He normally fought people who were around his height, maybe shorter, and even if they were slightly taller, Mayweather probably had the superior reach. Whereas Claressa Shields gave a lot in reach, but she was still able to thoroughly outbox Savannah Marshall with not having the jab in her favor. She really was all about timing today, Claressa Shields. If you understand when to throw a punch and if you get your range right, you can essentially beat your man, or in this case woman, to the punch. So yeah, those were just my quick thoughts on Claressa Shields versus Savannah Marshall. Do you guys agree with the decision? Yeah, I do agree with the decision personally. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Alright guys, peace.